And then like he throw away that bottle into like the normal bin, and then like his heart just sunk. This is so extremely dramatic, but I can understand that on a spiritual level. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Refresh Step, where you recover yourself for the main step. I'm your host for today, tomorrow, and the foreseeable future, Theodore Lu. And I'm with the author battler in the UK and admin for Spurs English Wiki, Ayumu Seiki.
Hello.
Hello Ayumu. Did you know that I have just get a non-tangible but a really real award this of cloud this earlier?
What is it?
So I made a salad as usual, and I posted them on my Twitter, and then it got a like and a repost from the English Breakfast Society.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that, and I was saying how like Theo didn't even use a tag on his tweet. So
Yeah.
they're literally an account that not only look at tweets, well tags,
Mm-mm.
but also deliberately search up English breakfast
Mm-mm.
on the search bar, and then just judge others people's taste of English breakfast.
Yeah, it's not even a full English
I'm
breakfast.
gonna try that next time and see if they respond.
Test. What the? It's,
Test.
yeah, much better now. Yeah. Hopefully with this we are free from the statics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I am very sorry if the last week's episode might still have some static left in them. I was trying to hunt them like a plague, and then like at some point I think I said to you, right, like I look at my notes and I felt like I was gaslighting myself, because I have a note like that says specifically the static happened at the timestamp of 1 hour and 36 minutes, and then I went there, I listened to everything, and there was nothing. I kept on listening, and then it almost like 30-minute passes and there's nothing. And then now there is.
Yeah, and then right now.
Yeah. But it's not that bad. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
Maybe I should just stop using the mic and just go back to using my shitty earphones.
We will. Yeah. Maybe we try.
Or maybe I need to get a new mic. Who knows? I don't like, to be fair, I don't know if it's the problem of the network or the problem of my microphone.
Yeah. Because like I think
I'll see if there's I'll see if there's any cheap ones. It was like only £20 or something. I think I'm willing to get an extra one as like a backup anyway. So
yeah, I think it's also probably a matter of the power, because like for some cheap microphones, where like back then when I tried to look for microphones, the cheaper ones, they said like if you want to make it sound decent, kind of have to get this like extra hardwares that basically supplies the power for the microphones themselves.
okay.
Yeah. So yeah, there's it. There also a possibility that that your microphone might be sensitive to the change of electricity, and yeah, I don't know how stable the electricity is in the UK. My dad was roasting me earlier because we put on this coffee machine. Like it's not an expensive one. It's the one that uses coffee pads. So Philips made this, and they basically have a monopoly over it. And then now Germany is just rampant with this electric companies trying to sell their own proprietary coffee machines that has their own design of capsules or pads or pots, or there are like, now if you go to a German supermarket, like there's maybe like 3 to 5 brands to choose from, But like then in the whole coffee aisle is just full of, okay, so do you want the coffee as a whole beans, as grounds, as instant? That is like the normal thing. And then you see the coffee capsule, so that is still, Nespresso is everywhere, so that is fine. And then you find like, yeah, this is a capsule, but this doesn't look like an espresso capsule. Do we need like 3 different types of capsule for this? But yeah, okay, then let's forget about that. Then there's the coffee pads, which is basically just a tea bag, but like with coffee inside. And then now they are making like another capsule that is like supposed to be like environmentally friendly, because they have like it was basically made like with biodegradable husks that basically when you use them, they just squeeze it out of that biodegradable husk, and then like they just you can just throw the husk away after that. Or at least that is how I assume it is from looking at the commercial pictures. But of course, like it will be too big of an investment. Like turns out the machine for that one, I think it costs like 99 euro. Like yeah, like the capsule one is actually the cheapest. Like if you want the machine, it's only like 20. But yeah,
that's really cheap.
Yeah, disgustingly cheap. Yeah, I think mine was like 40 or something, and then my dad was like, huh? Because like Philips is like it's like an established brand, right? Like so he was like like, huh, an established brand not overcharging their customers. This is weird.
The poor Philips.
But yeah, I mean, like my dad used to be sales for Philips, so he was like, when I told him about it, yeah, it's probably because Philips has really like the Philips hardware. Usually they are like really sensitive to like the range of electricity where you use them. So like if you go even 1 volt above like their tolerance, it will just snap. So yeah, don't know if it's skill issue on my electricity or skill issue in my maintenance, because if you wanted your coffee machine to like last as long as it possibly can before like the plastic melts, because you keep on using it to heat water inside, like you have to clean it every 3 months. So yeah, sometimes it didn't happen. And then like the problem is not with the cleanliness, because like it's flowing water, and the water reservoir you can just throw the water out and then fill it with new waters. So the problem is, since especially if you use tap water, like there are minerals inside the water, and it might like create like sediments inside the pipes. So that is the one that you kind of need to clear out.
Okay.
Yeah, because otherwise, eventually the coffee flow will be really bad, and then like from like one coffee bag that was supposed to produce like maybe 200 milliliter of coffee, they will probably produce like 50 milliliter. Because like, to the knowledge of the machine, mechanically speaking, like it has made 200 milliliter of coffee, but because of the sediments, like the water didn't flow enough. Like, okay, I've turned on myself for this long, I need to turn on myself off. But like it has not poured enough water as I needed. So, and then like I think at some point I tried to clean it over and over again, it still didn't work. And eventually, because I kept on using hot water on it, like the rubber seal that was supposed to keep the pressure inside the machine, it also kind of broke, and it just went everywhere. So it's like yeah, now I have a broken piece of plastic in my basement, and a broken piece of plastic in my kitchen as well. Then
why don't you just throw them away?
Yeah. Yes, throwing away electronics is a little always more tricky, right? Because you kind of have to register them first, so it kind of kind of keep them together until you have like a big batch, and then you just, yep, I need to throw away all this, and then just throw them away all together, or wait until my no, no, just kidding. The next one I shouldn't probably do unless one of my neighbors probably got too happy with their party at night. Then I'll probably nope. I wouldn't let myself. I will then record myself trying to put stuff that is that is mine into someone else's trash can. That is not good. Please don't do that. That's cringe. But yeah. It's like people put them all the time whenever I left my trash cans outside, right? The only good thing is one time, I don't know why, but people like they throw out like the bottles with the recycling logo in my trash can. So they just threw away 25 cents for nothing, apparently. But yeah. But yeah, thank you for the 25 cents, I guess. Thank you, chat, for the 25 cents donations. I really appreciate that. Yeah, the crazy thing is sometimes you trade, because like the way you recycle in Germany is basically you buy bottles. And when you buy bottle stuff, usually they will come with like the recycling logo. If they come with the recycling logo, then when you finish it, you can bring it back to the supermarket. And then some supermarket, you can kind of like do it just in a cashier. But of course, since if you bring like 20 different bottles, it will not be convenient for the cashier. So they put on like vending machines in front of the supermarket where you can put the empty bottles in, and then they will give you a receipt, and then the receipt you can bring it to the cashier. Then you can either just deduct your current purchase, or they will just give you everything in cash.
Okay.
Yeah. So the second one, usually it happens if I forgot. Sometimes because I received the receipt. I put it inside my wallet, and then I paid with my phone. So and then I went out of the supermarket, and then like, why did I feel like I'm forgetting something? And then I grab my wallet, and then like, so this receipt has to be retained by today, I suppose. So yeah, I went back in and grabbed my money that I so solely deserve. But yeah, that was the story of the life in Germany, as usual.
Yeah, I wish they would also promote more on the recycling in the UK. Just because, like, I don't know, it annoys me when every time it's just, you literally have a recycling bin outside the house. I mean, I'm talking about my flatmates, housemates. Yeah, like you literally have a recycling bin outside your house. Like, you can literally start another trash bag beside the usual bin, and then throw the recycling ones in there, and just throw them all out. I don't know how hard is that, but yeah, they just don't bother. So
yeah, it's hard, isn't it? That's also why it's probably going to be impossible for us to move to Japan, because for recycling in some cities, they require you to strictly divide your stuff into like 8 or 12 different recycling bins. So it's like, oh.
Oh yeah, I think it's the same in Canada as well.
Yeah, I think like in my sister's place, she has like 5 different bins. I have 3. It's like in my place, it's much easier. Thank goodness.
Yeah. I think in Canada, it's not just the recycling ones as well. You also have to divide the non-recycling ones.
Oh. Yeah,
because my friend complained to me about it before. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty harsh. But yeah, speaking of the program, like there's another funny story about the recycling program actually, because I have a Dutch friend that's from the Netherlands. He's from the border city, so it's only like 1 to 2 hours by train from his place to mine. He always visits, and then like one day I bought milk with him. We drank milk like we do because we are boys hanging out together. And then
he brought milk. He's a responsible daddy.
yeah. So we bought the milk in Lidl, and then so this milk previously they don't join the recycling program. So if you buy their milk, then you just throw it away in the plastic recycling bin. You can't bring them back to the supermarket and then get some money back. Although you paid for that money, so that's literally a deposit. How you can get money is basically you do it like the homeless people in Germany. You search through like the trash cans because some people just can't be bothered to bring them home, so they do throw it away in trash cans. But please don't do that. That is the livelihood of the homeless people in Germany. Don't do that unless you are so financially strained as well. Otherwise, yeah, that's a little bit harsh, isn't it? But yeah, the point is, the Netherlands also started kind of like doing this deposit thing. But I think the difference is like I think like according to him, like in the Netherlands, you kind of have to, when you wanted to do this recycling, you kind of have to take off all the labels, and then you put the thing on the recycling on the vending machine, and then they will give you the money back. Which I cannot confirm because like last time we went to Utrecht for the grand open, I think I wanted to try it out, but in the end I can't find how. I tried to use the machine and it didn't work. So, and I can't read touch, so it didn't work. But I think like, but at least according to my friend, you kind of have to tear off the label. So like he thought it is the same in Germany, and then like he tear off the label. Like when I realized he already tore off the label, so like I was like, oh no, my 25 cents. Yeah, I will.
But you don't tear off the label.
Yeah, you don't tear off the label. So because like the label has this kind of QR code. They have like a special logo. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. So even with the
the 25 cents.
Yeah. I know, right? I wouldn't take the one on the streets because I know like somebody else needed them, but like my own is mine. Yeah, so if you are feeling generous in Germany, you don't really need to give like money directly to strangers. You just drink stuff and then like throw them away. Like you drink stuff that has the deposit and you just throw them away in trash can normally. Like, I think it's also more respectable that way. Yeah, but yeah. Anyway.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. What the? Kind of forgot what else I wanted to say about that topic, but yeah. But yeah, and oh yeah, so basically if they imported like drinks, usually they wouldn't have this logo, right? So they just put a sticker on it. Like if you have like the Asian drinks in the Asian supermarket, sometimes the distributor will bother to get the license and then like get the sticker, and then like they paste the sticker. Yeah, probably with the machine, but like purposefully they just broke off the seal, put on the sticker themselves with their machine, and then probably repackage it and then send it to the supermarkets. So it's like, oh. Technology.
I don't quite get it.
Yeah, no. So basically, instead of, because like with the imported beverages, you can't really have their label, like especially if the brand is still not established in Germany, right? It kind of doesn't make sense to order a special label that has this German recycling logo. So how they bypass that is basically by getting a sticker that has the recycling logo, and then they
Okay.
put it on the bottles. Yeah, I think they have some kind of
Smart.
I think they have some kind of barcode with that come with it as well. So it's not like you can just copy the logo and then put in any drinks inside. Yeah, that if as expected, if that can happen, society would have collapsed right now. I could just bring 100 normal bottles to Lidl and then make a bang out of it, probably, until the camera catches me. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, like when you go out to travel, bring a whole suitcase of empty bottles.
Oh yeah, actually like the
And then now you can and then when you come back you have an empty suitcase that you can put in all your souvenirs. Yay! And you earn some money as well.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I think like this was a big cultural thing that I think there is this British bloke called Liam Carpenter. So he made like shorts where he kind of like because he lives in Germany now, so he's a dual citizen, British and German, and kind of like make lots of skits where he kind of just highlights like the cultural differences between his culture shocks like in Germany as usual. The easy content. Yeah, but yeah, not to say what he did was bad. I really enjoyed this content, but like, I mean, like it's always a low hanging fruit, right? Like if you are from another culture, you go to another culture, and then these are weird. Highlighting that weirdness is surprisingly, if it's surprisingly something that people just want to watch. Like you can name, you can name like
for sure,
you can name like one blank in blank. You will find it. Indonesia and Germany, there certainly are. For example, me. I mean, like, I can't say I never wanted to do that. Like sometimes there is, but like, then my experience will be really unique as well because I'm a city kid. So like, there are a lot of differences. But yeah, anyway, what was I talking about? Said so Liam also like made like those skits, I think, like kind of to play on this recycling thing. So one is like when he went back from the UK to Germany, and then like he has like one UK bottle, and then like, oh, I can't I can't trade this for fun, and then like he throw away that bottle into like the normal bin, and then like start just song. This is so extremely dramatic, but I can understand that on a spiritual level. And then you know what's worse? There's a part two. There's a part two where he went to the UK, and then he accidentally brought like the bottle with like the deposit inside. It's like, oh no, I can't trade this. So he was like, he held to that bottle all the way, all through his journey in the UK, and then like when he went back to Germany, like he even like took a photo, like took a shot where he basically like reserved the whole seat just for the bottle so that it can reach Germany safely, and then like he put the bottle inside the vending machine, and then he got the receipt, and like, oh, the victory swell, and like, oh yeah, yes, this is the victory that we all want and deserve. My goodness. Yeah, Germany is fun.
The little joys from little things.
Exactly. Yeah. To wonder that the moment I go back to Indonesia, it's going to be Basically just me celebrating that I finally able to breathe again this dirty air of Jakarta. Yeah.
What?
And they're just kidding. I was like, because like I was thinking, right, like whenever I feel homesick, like I always question myself, like what is it that actually made me feel like I wanted to go home? Like what is the killer thing that I can't find in Germany? So, and like have you ever felt like that? Like whenever you feel like you miss home, like is there any point of time where you kind of like reflect to yourself and then like, what it is about Hong Kong that made me really have to go home?
Really have to go home. No, nothing.
Yeah, I know, right? Like sometimes homesickness is that mysterious. Like there is no particular reasons why we need to go home. Like, yeah, the food is a little bit better, but like it's not like. I mean, like sometimes it feels like a trade-off because like the Chinese food here, the Japanese food here is, the really good ones are already accessible. So yes, I can't eat like 90% of the Indonesian food that I really like. But like then I can still eat like 90% of the other food that I still really like. So like, do I then really need to go home? Like my family is partially here, and my sisters for the most of my life. I love them because they are my family. But like most, factually speaking, like most of my sisters weren't there because like we were so far apart. So like when I was growing up, like my sister already go away for stay. They already left home for study, so they are rarely home. So I was kind of like used to be left to my own devices. And then let's see, the air in Germany, it's much better. Okay, so let's see what else. Air conditioning, it kind of relevant only during the summer. So what else? What is it? I was just like trying to find out like why do I have to go back to Indonesia?
Yeah, I suppose for me the only reason I really want to go back at the end, actually not even friends. It's mainly because of grammar.
True.
But like that's about it. I suppose later on my parents as well. But then like at least right now they still have time to look for me in the UK. So that's fine. And then to be honest, I do prefer living by myself. It's actually exhausting being with them for even 1 week. So
Oh yeah. Yeah, living by yourself to be affecting you that way. Yeah, I can't really experience it the way like some of my friends they live like 7 family members. Like how do you even do that? And then they were like, but on the other hand, it's also like, yeah, I really wanted to live by myself, man. And then like I don't want to see my family. And then like me after 4 years not being able to see my parents like when I want, it's like, oh. Yeah. So about that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like being alone is not always synonymous to being lonely, but like sometimes, like being able to meet your parent, not having the option to be able to meet your parents when you want to. It's sometimes it's taxing.
oh yeah, true. That part kind of sucks. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like it's already been a problem for me when I was in Jakarta because like it's 300 kilometers away. I can't I can't just, well, I want to go home and then I'll go home tomorrow for no reason. Yeah, have I told you that I actually like went to the Singapore more because like it's basically cost the same to go to Singapore compared to going home.
Oh yeah, you told me that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like that kind of helped with my English, but yeah, that was kind of funny. And then like the even more fuck up part, like I live in Java, right? I live in Java, and then my hometown is in Java, and it already cost me that much. So imagine how it is for my friends who live like in the other major islands. For them, it's like, oh. So basically, if I want to go home, it will cost me like twice the flight to Singapore. But usually if they can go to Jakarta in the first place, their family is way, 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 way wealthier than I am. So it's never an issue for them. Or if it's an issue, then they will. They are usually people who you can see that they have parentless behavior. So it's and by parentless behavior, I don't mean like orphans. It means like like these people doesn't look like they will respect their parents. So it's like, oh, I guess. I guess it worked out for you, and more power to you.
Where?
And you mean like I don't know if you ever felt like you see one of your friends and you feel like, oh yeah, this guy, if they met their own parents, yeah, it's literally just, yep, mom, dad give me free food, hehe.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. So far, I haven't really seen anyone like that. I mean, the people I know just go to the extremes. Either they love their parents or they fucking hate them.
Yeah, but
there's like no in between.
I know, right? But like, I think like in a way, like hating their parents is probably better. At least they are clear about it, and then they, yep, I don't want to do anything with you, but I wouldn't bother you as well. So I think that is the better, other than, yep, I don't love you, but I still want your stuff. I can I am secretly waiting for the day that I can receive my inheritance. Yeah, that is.
Well, I'm not gonna judge
Yeah,
on that. I mean, to be fair, let's be honest. Like, partly they became like that was also because of their parents.
true.
And you would have to think what kind of parents they are for their child to think like that. So like, I don't think there's. I mean, obviously, on the surface, it looks like it's morally wrong, but then like, you do you, man. You do you, man.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I know. Yeah, I mean, like it's how it is less about like whether it's wrong or right, but yeah, I just can't mesh with people like them usually.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, like I wouldn't go near these people as well. It's just like one of those things where like you never know when they're using you, when they're pretending to be kind and anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not good experience. There are a lot of kind Asian people because there are a lot of Asian peoples, not because there are lots of Asian. It is just a matter of statistics.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Like like at least I know I would say there are far more worse Chinese than like the nice ones.
Oh yeah.
But I think that's actually the opposite in the UK, like for the British. It's like, I don't know, like, I suppose just in general, I feel safer and also easier to talk to the British than like the other Chinese. So, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I kind of understand that because, like, it doesn't really feel like that in Germany, yes, but, like, at least when I'm in Indonesia, when I went to Jakarta, it kind of feels like easier to mesh with everyone else. And then I went back to my hometown, and like it feels like everybody's in their own bubble. So when it is probably a little bit cultural. And then I think like the hard thing about this is there's always going to be a bias, because like I interact with lots of non-Chinese people in Indonesia, and I feel like I met enough of the bad ones and I met enough of the kind ones, and then I felt like yep, the kind ones actually like kind of outweighs well, not the number, but like their kindness already outweighs like I am willing to look past the worst ones, because these people are really kind to me, kind of thing. So it kind of broke my heart whenever my Chinese friends especially, when they were like, yep, this one bad thing happens and it was done by a non-Chinese, and then they were like really celebrating that, and it's like, oh, like,
oh, bruh, they do that? Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like, bruh. Yeah, I don't know. It's all. Yeah, it's a really hard thing, but yeah. Yeah.
Yawn.
The way we deal with racism is a little bit different in Indonesia. But yeah, that's how it is. Unfortunately, like it wouldn't be gone anytime soon. But hopefully, at least now we are at least better at managing it. At least not being hostile with each other about it, just accepting the fact, yep, we are different. and that is okay. If you wanted to try like interacting with each other, that is good. That is for the better. If you don't, then let's not meet each other. But yeah. Then I went to Jakarta, and then there's lots of people from all sorts of places, and then like, oh, I feel accepted. And then like, the biggest W, I think the biggest W moment is when I met someone also from East Java, and then like we just talk, and then cause like my Javanese accent is not that strong actually. Because my mom always wanted me to try as much as possible. You need to speak like a neutral Indonesian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Also because Japanese has kind of like a politeness level, pretty much like a little bit different than the Japanese, but like because like keigo, you kind of like use it only in formal situation, but like for Javanese, you are supposed to always use like the middle version. So the middle version is a polite version. That is the one that you are supposed to use normally. But the one in East Java, it's the lower version. So the one that is used by growth people. And then
people.
yeah, and then there is the one that is only used in the palace basically. So the only people who still use them are people who work in the literal palace, because like we literally owe money to the Yogyakarta government, so we still let them keep their palace, and it's still running until today. You can kind of visit them as a cultural, like they have like cultural tours inside, so you can kind of go inside and then like see the palace, and then the palace retainer will also kind of like give you like a tour of the history, the mythology if you want. Yeah. So there's this mythology that the southern Java is ruled by this queen, and she really likes green. So that's why you shouldn't go to like the southern sea with green clothes on. Because she
I see.
Yeah, because she will think that you are an offering for her, and you will be taken. So do you want?
Okay.
Yeah. So do you want the snake queen waifu? No, just kidding. No, please don't do that. There is a scientific reason why you shouldn't do that. It's because the Southern Sea has lots of algae. So if you wear green clothes and then you got swept by the currents, it will be much harder for the rescue team to find you. There is a scientific reasoning for that, but like there's always like
I heard
the
about that before.
I
know you told me that before.
yeah. I just need to make sure that nobody tries to nobody got enticed by the word like snake queen waifu. Yeah, please don't do that.
I think what amazed me more is that like the fact that like someone would probably actually try to do that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean like given like how tech mysticism is in Southeast Asia, I don't think like there wouldn't be people who kind of wanted to try to do that just to get higher power. But then again, I think like like the Japanese mysticism usually they are more closer to like the mountains, so maybe no, maybe that's why. But yeah. So the Javanese, the not the Javanese, the Yogyakarta kingdom, they're really related to this Ocean Queen. Yeah, that's why they're like.
Okay.
So that's how you can kind of like get her story in the when you go into the palace for the tour. And Yogyakarta also because it's still a kingdom, it's kind of also they are also entrusted with lots of preserving lots of the culture. If you go to Yogyakarta, there's lots of like the traditional dance shows. There's the there's the archaeological sites. So yeah, if you wanted to experience like the early history of Indonesia, you go to Yogyakarta. You wanted to
Nice.
go for the history of the war, you go to Surabaya. Oh my god. It's because we won against the British, isn't it? So we can't stop talking about it. Yeah, we won against the British. No, just kidding. Like how we were not talking about the whole British fleet, by the way. It's just the one that the Dutch were able to kind of borrow to take back what is theirs. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. As if we are going to just silently let the Dutch come over again and play. 350 years is already long enough. My goodness. But yeah, what?
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, well, actually haven't went to like the other islands other than Bali. Uh, and like I already told you, like the cost can skyrocket pretty quickly, and I like Japan a little bit too much, so I'll rather save my money to go to Japan. And yeah, one day I kind of wanted to go and visit the other islands and get the history. Because yeah,
that'll be interesting. Yeah.
yeah, because my knowledge of history is really biased to what I can see in Java, right? And yeah, what I can see is most like the European buildings, and then like the Javanese kingdom buildings, and then like, but they're like that is not the only civilization that started in Indonesia. So like, yeah, it will be interesting to kind of see like, oh, this existed. Yeah. I mean like,
Go on.
and then I mean like Bali is also a really unique place because it's the like Indonesian history started with the Hindu and Buddhist kingdoms. Like Bali is like about the only place where you will see a place where the Hindu culture is really thickly like assimilated with the society basically. And there are lots of temples. There are lots of temples, and there are lots of the altars. And then like everybody's wearing like the traditional clothing, traditional like the ceremonial clothing. So yeah, and given like how the rest of Indonesia is basically really really not Hindu. And then you went a little bit eastern. There's the Timor Islands. And then, yeah, suddenly you have lots of Catholics. It's like, oh, one of my people.
Are you perhaps one of my people?
Yeah, probably. I kind of wanted to explore more. That's why I am trying to promote this idea of go to Indonesia, guys. Please let me live vicariously through your lenses.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to visit Indonesia when I have a chance.
Yeah.
I just don't know. Like, I've never been to Southeast Asia. That's the thing. Like, I don't know. Like, just like going onto the internet, like listening to you guys, and then it just feels like it's some really nice place for tourists. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one day I kind of wanted to do that. Just bring some of my friends who never went to Southeast Asia, especially you. And then so the first few days is we are going to spend it in Bali, the most touristy place in Indonesia. And then we go to Java, which is far less touristy, but still kind of touristy. And then we go to like the other islands, and then like it started to be even less touristy. But because I also don't know much, then we will just stay in the touristiest area of that region. And then we continue by going to Singapore, the hub of we go back to the real society. No, just kidding. You go to Singapore, which is like the safe spot because it's the closest you can get to Europe and Southeast Asia, I suppose. Then we take the bus and then we go to the mainland Southeast Asia to Malaysia. Then we continue the travel to Vietnam, to Thailand, and all other countries in the mainland Southeast Asia.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, that would be nice. Hong Kong also has a lot of islands, and I've been to most of them, but I don't think I've been to all of them. At least like the publicly accessible ones. I mean, I don't think I've been to all of them anyway. So, but yeah, I do like the vibe over there. It's just like a lot more chill, I guess. And like surprisingly, like I don't know, but like for me, and I think it's like also like a depiction on a lot of media is that islands are like less developed, and it's like the place for the humble people, you know, the ones who doesn't know about the outside world, etc., kind of thing. But at least in Hong Kong, the islands are actually where the richest live.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so it's it has a few areas like the ones that where the tourists walk through and everything. Like most of these islands are like on the surface, it looks like the people really poor. But if you think about it, it just look poor because they don't have the really big buildings. They don't have shopping center. You know, like the usual very luxury stuff. But the people living there do have their own house.
My God, then
Like even if it's not a house, it at least do a whole floor of a free floor flat and a free floor building or something like that.
God damn.
And that's already a bigger home than most people living in Hong Kong. So
yeah, that's an equivalent of having a small kingdom in Hong Kong. God damn.
yeah, so these people are not poor at all. They just chose to live a life that's different to what you would expect from a developed area, let's say.
Yeah.
and then also the security is also relatively safe because a lot of the times I would walk past and they just open the door wide, especially during summer.
Yeah, I went like
A lot of these homes are also how like the living room is like on the ground floor, so it's mostly empty, and then they open up. It's like the wall, the side that's facing the street. It's basically like a huge gate that they can just open up, and then they just set up their little shop there.
Oh.
Yes. Yes, some of them do that. So, to be fair, it is not because I'm addicted to card games or things like that. I would actually choose to live in these places. It just feels so nice, especially now when like it's also easier to get remote jobs. I mean, I'm not the one to say since I'm still unemployed, but like statistically, it is easier to get remote jobs now. So if I can, get that, then I can just sit somewhere in like a small island and just live my life there, literally.
Yeah.
So the people I mentioned, the islands are also where foreigners live. So like especially the British from the generation when Hong Kong was still colonized. Yeah, so like a lot of the British actually live in these islands now. Like I already had several occasions back in high school where like my classmates would tell me, "Oh, Hong Kong, yes, my uncle lives there." It's like I was like, "Oh yeah, it's one of those islands, isn't it?" It's like, "Yeah, Lantau Island. Yes, I've been there before. Visited him." It's like something like that. Yeah, and like yeah, I can kind of expect where people live. When like a British told me, "Oh yeah, my uncle lives in Hong Kong," it's like, okay, yeah. I can see where he is.
Definitely.
Yeah, but like, obviously, not all islands look like that. Like we have, so like Lantau Islands, like the third biggest island in. Is it second? No, it is the third biggest island in Hong Kong because Hong Kong in general is separate into three parts. So we have technically the British government still owns the Hong Kong island, which is you can say is the most developed part of the city. I live in this island, and then so this part, if I remember correctly, by law, it's actually still owned by the British government, and then late after the Opium War, like Hong Kong Island is owned by the British government after the Opium War, and then the British government decided they need to expand the land of Hong Kong. They need more space to do their port stuff. So so they asked the Chinese government, can we also rent your other island called the New Territories for 99 years? And then like the Chinese government is like, sure. And then so that's the island above Hong Kong Island. And then if you cross the border of New Territories, then you will reach Guangzhou, which is part of mainland China.
Yep.
Yeah, and then you had the third largest island, which is the Lantau Island, located in the southwest of Hong Kong. And yeah, so and then it has because it's still a decently big island. It is like each of its towns, I call that, or villages even, are separately developed in their own ways. So but I think I haven't go around the whole island yet. Actually, now that I think about it, but there are some places which are generally what I just said. But there's also another place which is called the Discovery Bay, the Discovery Bay, I used to like going there a lot, and that part was basically catered for foreigners to live there. Because like literally this area is actually speaks English mainly, and then a lot of the people who work there, like shopkeepers, for example, are also foreigners. Like I wouldn't just label all of them British, but like they're white people who speak English, so to say. And then I mean, it's been a while since I last went there, so I can't exactly remember like all the details. But then they also have a lot of clubhouses, which it's not really an Asian thing,
Yeah.
They have like clubhouses with like recently decent hotels, and then they have literally have swimming pools inside. They have the gym. They even have bowling alleys, and then the whole area also has like buildings where it's literally rent out for tourists to live there. So I've actually stayed in Discovery Bay for 2 summers, 2 to 3 summers there, because my mom thought it's very interesting to try to rent space to live there for like 2 months. So that's what we did.
Nice.
Yeah, and then they even have golfing. So so like normally, you know golf cars, you don't really drive them onto the road, but you will see golf cars on the road in Discovery Bay.
Nice.
Yeah, so like it's literally a place completely catered for the hobbies of
Rich
the
people.
Western culture.
Yeah. Rich Westerners.
Yeah. So yeah, it is like developed very differently. And then you got all these really small islands. One of them is called Chanzhou, which because like we call we I mean in English you still call it Changzhou or something like that. I can't pronounce with an English accent. Okay. But the funniest part is that if you translate it literally, it will mean Long Island.
What long? So just long.
No, Long Island.
Long. Oh. Wait.
So literally the name means a long island.
Nice. So it's the LAWN or the LOAN?
No, LONG.
Oh. 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 So it's the Long Island Island. My goodness. Now
Yeah,
I'm
and
getting
then
clues.
yeah, and then there's also another one called Llama Island. Or it can be called the Y Island, according to Wikipedia. And because like there's a Chinese word that like you literally write it in the shape of capital Y. So like that's why in English someone called it the Y Island.
Why?
Yeah, and then it's very funny. So like the name of Llama Island came from a chart reading error by Alexander Dalrymple in the 1760s. He has acquired a Portuguese chart to the entrance to the Pearl River, which is actually, where's the Pearl River? Oh, that part. Okay, yeah, just a very big river in southern China. And then close to the west of the island, the Portuguese owner has written Lama, which is actually a general Portuguese word to mean holding. It's like some kind of terminology on mapping and everything like that. But like British being British,
Yeah.
They see the words and they think it's the name.
Oh my god.
So that's why the island is called Llama Island.
My god, that kind of unlocks core memory, because like I remember like British being British, like at one point like there was this controversy within quotes online, that there is this one British cookbook that just called, so they named the dish katsu curry, but it's basically just Japanese curry without any katsu. But like they just basically just coined the term that like Japanese curry is katsu curry. It's like, oh.
Yeah. But like the funniest part is that like despite the error, like the word still like the name still naturally incorporated into the Chinese name, because the same sound can literally means same thing in Chinese. So like obviously in English it's accidentally named as llama. But if you put it in Chinese, it means the South Fork. Fork as in like not like the calories. I think in here the fork means, well, yeah, it's like the calorie, but like you get what I mean, like that shape. Yeah. So and that's because the island is literally the south, like it's one of the southmost island in Hong Kong. And so lam means south, and then ma or ya means fork. So the South Fork Island, Lam Ya Island. Yeah, a lot of coincidences and everything like that, which is very interesting. But like I haven't actually been to the southmost island of Hong Kong. Let me see, which one is the southmost island? Because I actually never check.
Yeah, now that you mention it, because like I think that that's one of the like the generals in our general studies, we kind of like how to say, like we learn like what is the southmost island in Indonesia and such, but like I never really remembered it. I only remembered I think the eastern, so the most west city in Indonesia is Sabang, and then the easternmost is Merauke. That is because it is one of the most popular songs. All like these 2 point is always like the most popular ones to use in songs. Like whenever we wanted to make a song sound nationalistic, then we just so to every single Indonesians from Sabang to Merauke. So it's like, oh, so from the west to the east.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. You have like something to memorize it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I found it. So like the southernmost island, my mom is gonna hit me for that. Cause I think she told me a lot of times, but I just forgot about it. But yeah, the southernmost island is called Po Toi. And if you try to use an English accent, the Po Toi Island.
Po Toi.
Po Toi. And what it actually means is that, well, there are two name origins, but so because like it's said that like the island used to produce dry seaweeds, which is toi in Chinese, and then which is safe like the cattail husk. It's like used by the monks for sitting. Like I don't know what that means. It's like basically it shaped like something else, which is pronounced as po in Chinese. So that's why the island is called Po Toi Island. It's like the island of seaweeds that shape like cattail husk.
My goodness.
Yeah, but like there's another easier explanation to say that, because like from when you look at it from a distance, like the island looks like a floating platform. And then like po is partly also means to float in the local dialect. So that's why it's called the Po Toi Island, like the island of a floating platform. Something like that. Yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, now that like going back to your initial question, I guess that's one reason why I might want to go back to Hong Kong. But like, it's not. I don't think it's limited to just Hong Kong. Like, if you tell me that I can go to like any island to live, like, I would probably choose that. Like, it doesn't have to be Hong Kong, but then like, obviously, you have the nostalgic factor when it comes to places in Hong Kong, and also the familiarity. So it's like literally my ideal spot to live in Hong Kong is probably on one of the islands. While also being easily accessible to the main island, which to be fair, most of them are. But like you would just have to try to catch the right timing for boats. Like I can't even call them ships; they're just boats. So but hey, I got used to that. I live in Britain. There are fucking shit traffic. I once waited for more than an hour for a bus until I tried to check online and realized they canceled the bus for the whole day. Nothing can go worse than that, man.
Oh, Deutsche Bahn would like to send you a message, but yeah. Anyway.
I mean, true. I did experience that with you as well. Yes.
But
oh god.
But yeah, I kind of understand. And then actually, I kind of forgot about my own question. And the moment you answered, you gave your first answer, I kind of forgot about my mates. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to forget you, but I was like looking for a more something that is not emotional. Like what is what is there any logical reasons for us to go back? Like
Yeah, I mean, I did think about my friends, but I mean, personally for me, I'm not someone who, I mean, obviously it's better if I can see them in person, but I don't necessarily need that. Like as long as we stay connected, like we don't even have to stay connected every day or every week. Cause like, I mean, let's be honest, you're trying to do a podcast with me every week. You see that most of the time I'm silent because I have no fucking anything to say.
Because we already because they already know each other's life way too much. It's like, oh.
Exactly. So like, it's the same with my other friends. Like, there's literally nothing for me to say. So you don't even have to find me like once every week or even once. Maybe once every month. But like, I have plenty of friends where they would like randomly message me once every year, and like, I'm still fine with that. It's one of those things where like people keep saying like, if you're actually friends, it doesn't really matter how long you stay apart, and I would say that like those words hold true. So yeah, like, and then I think when it comes, like, obviously like all of these are in like the most ideal situations, but considering I can, like, for the last year, we've been going around. Well, at least I've been going around the countries actually for Saga. It's actually not that hard and not that spending to visit other places. As long as you plan it well, as long as you plan it well, it actually doesn't cost you a lot to travel around. So like in the most ideal situation, when I have a stable income, like I can literally just try to visit my friends for like a week or something on the other side of the world, and there'll be no problem for me. Like, my friends don't have to visit me. I can be the one who goes around, and I'm fine with that. So like, if you ask me, oh, you don't want to go back to Hong Kong to see your friends, but like the thing is, I can always go back. I don't want to live there though.
Yeah. True.
I like that. Like, that's the thing. I'm willing to go back, but doesn't mean I want to live there. For my life. I mean, my mom also told me how there are lots of her friends who like literally move around the countries with their whole family. Like she told me how she had a friend who's a teacher in one city, but her house is like in another city. So what she did is that she could literally afford another flat in the city where she works as a university professor or like a teacher, like the education kind of job anyway. And then she quitted her job, went to Germany to continue with another job. I can't remember what was this, and then he got married there. He or she, let's just say they got married there, and then also even had children, and then they moved to Canada permanently. So this guy, this person literally like, I can't actually remember if they're even Chinese or not. Like to be fair, they probably most likely are if it's someone that my mom knows. So like, they're probably Chinese who originated from Hong Kong, work in the UK alone in another city from where they lived, and then moved to Germany, got married, had children, and then moved to Canada permanently. That is fucking crazy.
Yeah. No, right. Kind of, yeah. I mean, like my sisters are also pretty much like that. Like, sometimes when your life takes you away, it's just wild. Like, who would have wondered that my in-law would accidentally get his PhD and then he got to stay in Germany, and then like
I like how they accidentally got the PhD.
Yeah, I mean, like when my parents told me the story, it's like really accidentally, because like he was applying for jobs, right? And then he also, I mean, like PhD is kind of like a job in Germany, because you kind of you get the stipendium and you receive the stipendium every month in a controlled manner, basically like receiving a salary. And then you still have to do research, you need to teach, you have to make your dissertation, which is your scientific publication. So that is kind of like a salaried, and then it's kind of like a salaried position in that sense. So yeah. So that was his first job. And yeah, he was like he was applying, he was just by trying to apply, and then like he didn't expect that he will be accepted, and then like turns out he was accepted, so their marriage was delayed. So yeah, that was that story. And then
Interesting.
Yeah.
My bestie has always lived kind of under the motto of I don't know how to translate in English, but like it's basically something like just let it flow. Like obviously, like for him, he still has to go and everything like that. But like his general way of life is literally just let it flow. And like something that he actually told me a few days ago, because like I was like, it's the usual me. I think you've heard that quite a lot from me as well. But like I don't actually have a target in life. So like, I was just like discussing that with my bestie again for like the nth time ever since we met in high school. and then my bestie was just like, well, what the fuck can you do? Sometimes you just need to learn to let it flow. Speaking realistically, sometimes even you have done a lot, you literally won't get back anything.
True.
And then like I was like, I mean, you're not wrong. And so yeah, it's life is certainly interesting.
Exactly. Yeah, I think like
I mean,
yeah.
I kind of despise Saga right now, but like it doesn't change the fact that it didn't make me to go around places for like the whole year.
True.
Like I would not have bothered about the US visa
If it's not
in
for Saga.
any ways. If it's not for Saga, like I wouldn't even think of visiting the US just because of like everything I saw on the internet. It's like, what the fuck, the US is dumb.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't think we would be this angry about Saga if we didn't really like it. And like, why, yeah, if we don't care enough about it, I don't think we will be that angry when everything, everything is everything is burning, around us. And like, yeah, in the end, it's also our mates that try to extinguish that flame as much as they can. But yeah, we will see whether this fire will ever stop, or will we be able to extinguish that flame before everything burns down.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah. Let's yeah. I mean, like, I mean, that is why. I mean, like, anything can happen at this point. So yeah, let's just let it flow.
Oh my god! And like literally, after just talking about that, I just saw this post on Facebook that says, "The goal isn't Gucci bags. The goal is a passport full of stamps."
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, that is also kind of like the lost dream, right? Like, because I think like most of the countries now are moving into using like the electronical identification, so you don't really get the stamps anymore. And yeah, the sad part is
Really?
like, yeah,
I still do though.
yeah.
It's like they had to mark when you enter the country.
Oh yeah, Singapore. I think they already eliminated everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, interesting.
Yeah. So that is
Yeah, because like so far I know when I go into Europe or the US, they still got the stamp going on.
Yeah, I think like mine from like 10 or 15 years ago, it was like full of like just a Singaporean stamp. Actually, if I want to cheat, I kind of can. You know how I can just go to this part of Singapore called Woodlands. So Woodlands is the border between Singapore and Malaysia. Then I can take a city bus to Johor Bahru, and then just go back. It'll cost me $5, and probably 1 hour in waiting. Cause like in the border, like it's you still have like the border check. So what you do is you alight from the bus, you go to the border checkpoint, you line up with other people, and then they will check your passport, stamp it, and you can enter Malaysia. And the other way around if you go from Malaysia to Singapore. And then the not fun part was I was using this paid bus to go from Singapore to Kuala Lumpur because I wanted to join this Vanguard tournament. So I was like, I have a business with my family in Singapore, and then like in 2 days there's a tournament in Malaysia. So I was like, yeah, mom, can I go meet you in Singapore first, and then I will take the bus to Kuala Lumpur? And then she was like, yep, why not? I don't see why not. And then like, yep, I just took the bus to Kuala Lumpur, and then like in the immigration, I line up, and then like there is a family of 3 or 4, let's say, of Malaysians that cut me out, and then like, okay, fine, it's only a family of 4 people. Well, how much longer can it take? And then, okay, so this is a family of 4. So let's say it's the father, the mother, and then the 2 kids. And then to make it easier from the perspective of the kids, then their grandparents came. Then their aunts and one of their aunt came, and then their uncle came, and then another aunt came, and then their kids also came. And then suddenly there's a family of like 12 or 20 people in front of me that I already lost count, and I was just so dumbfounded that I just lost count. And then like I was like, oh, so that's how bad it could have been. My goodness.
Oof.
Yeah. Thank goodness it ends that way, and then I can still if there is no Malaysian KFC, I wouldn't have bothered, man. Yeah, exactly. I still can't get that KFC chicken breast from my mind. It's the juiciest fried chicken breast that I've ever had in my life. God damn.
How good was it? Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, like I wouldn't say that it's life changing, but like for fried chicken that you get from KFC, it's like, oh, I paid. You feel like okay, I paid $5 for this, and I got $5 worth of chicken, kind of thing. It's like, oh, this is just this like one of the small happiness in life that just completes me.
True.
Yeah.
True. No, you are completely correct.
Yeah.
It's one reason why I don't really care about what I eat. Like, they don't have to be really luxurious stuff. Like, I always just say, like, it doesn't really matter if you enjoy it at that moment, then it's good enough. Because like the next day you're just gonna forget what you ate. But talking about food though, is there anything rare that you have had before? Like for me, I think I've told you this about before, but you know how I was in Canada and then we had bison meat.
Oh, god damn! What do I have to top bison meat? Cause yeah, I don't know how I know this, but I think we had a conversation where it kind of said that you already eaten a snake.
Oh yeah, snake is a common thing in Hong Kong.
Okay.
So, now I want to go back and eat it. Yeah, I said it before.
Yeah.
It actually tastes like chicken.
Yeah, I don't know why. Because like there is one restaurant in like near my place in Jakarta that kind of serves it. And then like I asked my other Chinese friend, but like he was like really superstitious about it. Like his family was really against eating snake. So he was like, yeah, no, I mean like if you eat snake, like you will get like bad luck. It's like, oh, but it's like it costs like 4 times chicken. So it's like, oh, I can't eat this alone. So yeah. How do you define rare foods? I guess like in Indonesia, I mean like intestine is not that rare when you go out of when like intestines is still normal, right? Intestines.
Oh, intestines.
Yeah, intestines is normal.
Well, I mean, it's normal for us Asians for sure. Yeah, might not be so much.
Yeah.
For the other people, but it is very normal for us.
Yeah, I mean like I had the trash clams, but I think it's not that rare.
Oh, actually, let me see how it's pronounced in English.
Yeah, now that you mention it, like I don't think I've been that adventurous.
I'm looking for food, and then like they gave me a Japanese voice actress, and also got the son. No, this is not what I'm looking for. Yes, is that how you call it? Let's see. Wait.
Yeah, I think the one that is not that rare, but yeah, I mean like if you are talking about my perspective as as an Indonesian, the one that is not usual in my diet is probably kangaroo meat. Kangaroo.
Oh, yeah. How do they taste like? Not gonna lie, I actually want to try kangaroo.
Yeah, that's the problem because I tried it in the Chinese all-you-can-eat place in Germany, and then it is one of the meat that you can basically just bring to the chef, and then they will just cook it live. But the thing is, I put the kangaroo meat alongside beef and pork and everything else, so I don't really know which one is the kangaroo meat. So I think taste-wise, it will be between pork and beef. But I think the only defining feature is because it's from a really muscly creature, so it is much tougher than pork and beef, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, I think my mom had that before actually.
Yeah.
And she told me almost the exact same thing. Just like it doesn't taste good.
Yeah. That's like what else? I mean, like duck eggs, salted duck eggs, but that is not that.
Duck eggs is very common in Asia.
Yeah.
I had that before as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like there is like purposefully purposefully made food that we don't know whether it's going to be good or not, which is, we have this. I think I've told you before about the martabak manis, which is the really sweet pancake. And then we have a savory version of that as well. And then me and my friend, we just asked the seller to kind of like put the meat for the savory version inside of the sweet pancake. Yeah. But like the sugar actually made it kind of good. So I think like at that time I already quite exposed to like the sweet and spicy kind of food. So it's like, oh yeah, I mean, like I wouldn't take this normally, but this is like pleasantly edible. It's not like I will finish it, but like, yeah, I think like if you give it to me, I will eat it. I mean, like it's good enough, and then it's all sugar, so it's strangely addictive. It's sugar and MSG, so the two poison that will make you want to eat more and more, I guess. But yeah, it's weird. It's weird, but I don't think it's that weird.
I don't like mixing savory with sweet stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, the other one. Have you ever had razor clams?
Razor clams. Let's see.
Yeah, specifically Irish ones as well. Irish razor clams.
I feel like I've seen this in a seafood restaurant in Indonesia before.
Yeah, I think they're very prominent in South China Sea as well. I mean, because we had a lot of that in Hong Kong. And oh my god, they're so good. Like usually we cook it by frying it with soy sauce, and then put the garlic and like minced garlic, and then minced onion as well. Spring onion, not like onion. Yeah, and spring onion on it as well. Oh, they taste so good.
Oh man. If it's in Indonesia, it's probably going to be with the soy sauce and then the shrimp paste and probably some chili. It's like, oh my god. Yeah, and
nice.
Yeah, it's the kind of stuff that I don't really appreciate when I'm still there, but like now that I can't have it like easily, it's like, oh, I want them now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we do actually to razor clams as well.
Yeah, I wonder what they are called in Indonesia. Because like the one that really like clams is my friend. Especially the is it blood clam? That's like when she ordered it, it's like it's blood clam. So it's like But like she really likes it. Also because it's one of the cheapest seafood there is for some reason. So like if the restaurant has like 20 different menu, which is just the same thing but like with different meat. For some reason, like the blood clam will be pretty much on the same level as chicken, and then like all the other seafood will be like, yep, you need to add like 20% to the price basically. So yeah, so she always ordered the blood clams. Yep, it's blood clams. I see.
Sounds very good.
Yeah. No, right? Kerang silat. What the? I never think I ever. Yeah, it's so we call it the bamboo clams. I see it. That one I think someone have ordered before. I am not sure whether I ate it or not.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. Bamboo clams. Is it one? Is one or the other?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. I'm just look at the shape and it's like, they look the same.
Yeah, I think like bamboo kind of made more sense. Yeah, what else? I mean, like I almost ate a mantis shrimp, but like I ended up not eating it because like, I think like mantis shrimp, their skin was really, it was really hard to peel, and then this one restaurant, as usual, because like in Indonesia, if it's an all you can eat, you kind of have to give someone the illusion that they paid for like a really good stuff, right?
Yeah.
So you have to give them shrimp, because it's the king of seafood. Okay, have I told you that? Yeah.
Interesting. Mantis shrimp. I don't know. I might have had it before.
Yeah.
But like I think most of the time I wouldn't mix it up with crayfish. So I don't actually know if I had a mantis shrimp before because I thought they're the same thing. I thought mantis shrimp and crayfish are the same thing.
I see.
Apparently not.
No. They're physically really different. But like the problem with mantis shrimp is like their bodies like they look like normal shrimp, but like they are really hard to peel. And then this restaurant just basically just battered them and then fried them with the shell still intact. So I was like, oh my god! I tried to do all I can with the spoon and the fork and the shitty knife that they provided, but like it wouldn't budge, so I couldn't be bothered, so I ended up not eating it. But yeah, it's mostly because I can't open it, and then letting Shino just crush it and then get the inside somehow. I don't know how he did that, but yeah. And then like the next time we came there, they changed the shrimp menu. So yeah, I never get to try the mantis shrimp, unfortunately. But speaking of the all you can eat thing, have I told you the story where we went to this dim sum restaurant, and then as their showstopper, they have they kind of marketed crayfish as lobster, just so that people would want them. But like this is a dim sum buffet. So like the good dim sum like xiaolong bao, hakao, you kind of have to order them to the chef. But like the smaller stuff, you can kind of like just take them in the buffet. So this lobster, quote unquote, is the one that is also the one that you can take in the buffet, but it's always empty. So how do you get the lobster? You have to wait until they refill, and then when they refill, specially only for the lobster, they will ring a bell, and then like everybody will flock through the lobster table, and then yep, and that's going to happen. But yeah, just out of curiosities, one day Shino tried to line up for the crayfish, for the lobster, sorry, and then like he successfully took one. And then, okay, I mean, like, I already stood up. I might as well take other stuff. So he took his eyes off his plate for a second to take another stuff. And then when he looked back to put the stuff on his plate, the crayfish is gone. The lobster, sorry. That's really wild. Like some Chinese uncle literally just took that crayfish out of his plate, man. It's like, oh my god. I know that we're all paying the same, but that's that's one level too deep, man. Yeah. Turns out if you want the crayfish really badly, you just steal it from other people's plate. Yeah. No, just kidding.
That's
yeah, that's a little bit cringe. Please don't do that. Yeah. Thank goodness the buffet here is usually really abundant in food, so yeah, you wouldn't need to worry about it. Yeah, maybe one day we need to try that, because like sometimes if we go for the afternoon, like the choice is a little bit lacking, but you can. Yeah, I don't think we can still get them now that everything has, thanks to the inflation. Thank you to the inflation. But like previously, you can kind of like get an all you can eat for like €8. It's like, oh, that sounds interesting. But yeah, now I don't know. I think like the €24 hot pot is probably the best value now. Because you get real food, you get real drinks for €24, and you don't need to think about it. Just have a fun day out with your friends. Yeah, it was like with the cheaper buffets, they will have like all the fried stuff, all.
I can't handle those. Like too much fried stuff, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm actually not very fond of buffet. Like either you get me to like the really high class ones, or just don't.
Yeah.
Or just don't.
Yeah. But one day, if we get the Worlds in Vegas, that's probably one of the things that I want to try. Just go to like the casino buffet and then like go.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
What are the chances though? What are the chances?
Exactly. And we need someone who can drive as well. Oh, but oh my god. The I don't know whether it's a fun fact or not though, but I remember this from Trash Taste. I think like their producer once said that there is a buffet tour bus in Las Vegas. My god. How many buffet do you want to eat in one day, man? God damn. There's a tour bus for that. My god.
Wait, a what?
A tour bus for buffet.
A tour bus.
Yeah.
A tour bus.
Tour bus. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, you went from buffet to buffet. So like, oh, I mean, like, I like competitive eating as a recreational sport, but like, I don't think I want to do it like that. Yeah, also probably because I also see it as a sport, so I kind of wanted to always go to buffet in like optimum condition whenever possible. Because it's kind of like a gym. I need to eat more than what I ate like last time. Yeah.
That's how it works, I guess. I don't really care about those stuff.
Nah,
I mean, obviously, like when I know I'm going to buffet, I wouldn't eat too much during the day. But like, I'm not like to the extreme of like how some people is like, I'm just not gonna eat anything for the whole day. That's not, mate. That's not how it works.
Yeah, that is not the strat. I kind of learned it from my friend, cause he was a doctor. So, but this is what he told me as a friend. He is a doctor, but he told me this as a friend, not as a medical advice. But basically, since he also works out, so basically his strategy is daily he will just eat like his what he needs for his nutrition, and then one day to kind of like supply what he lacks from meat, he just went to an all you can eat and then go ham on the beef. But that is him. at least he's still alive. But that is not that's not again not a medical advice. Please consult your doctors if you need medical medical dietary. And anyway, since he went to buffet often, so the strat that he found to be effective is the day before the buffet, you need to drink lots of water. And then on the day, you need to make sure that you are not hungry. So you eat like really lightly, but not to the point that you are full, but also not to the point that you are starving. Because like if you are starving, actually to kind of like accommodate that, you will get full faster. Like you need to be comfortable enough, but not full either. Yeah, so that's the strat. Drink lots of water. But generally speaking, drink more water. Water good. As long as you don't drink too much. You can get an overdose from water, by the way.
You cannot get full by water.
Oh no. You can drink too much water, and then like at that point it will be chemically dangerous for you, because like there's too much basically it will cause at that point it will cause like lots of things, because like everything there's too much water. But yeah, you can get full. Yeah. But you can drink too much water.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. See. Yeah, usually when buffet, I just avoid drinking soda.
Yeah. That's the hard part, because like
probably better if you get probably better if you actually drink something sweet. I think it helps with your appetite.
Oh yeah. Maybe some candies. Some empty calories. Just pure sugar. just take like a teaspoon of sugar from your cabinet and eat it. My God. I mean, like I do that as a kid, not anymore. Now I mostly get my sugar from. Yeah, I can't really eat sugar now because I really like rice, so need to cut one off. And I chose rice. As it said, although it saddened me to do so. Seafood.
Hello?
Yeah, hello. Why am I currently just wondering about seafood while Ayumu is panicking?
Hello.
It's me.
Let's reset my network.
Nice. Yeah. It is we had so much fun nostalgiaing that I just realized it's this late already. My God. So before we end this, I think there's only one news last week that really stuck to me, except for the fact that we have the new library, the new Livia, which can basically loop your opponent's deck to oblivion. And basically this whole set just trying to its hardest to make everyone nil irrelevant in a way. Because like the new saga,
yeah, it's so funny because like CO set 12 now can loop your draws, and can loop mill, and also loop attacks. So they literally just need something to loop cores, and it's complete. I mean you can use Grove Celebration, but like
it's not visible in the
it's quite
form.
some cost.
And also you need to pay 3 initially, so it's like you can't really do it. You can't really do that and start the loop at the same turn.
Yeah, if you get it too early, then it's just stuck in your hand as well. But like I mean, so I suppose realistically, you do have Sugoi Dekai Aquarius. I can't remember her exact name, but it's quite a while ago, but basically 4-2 on summon. For each seal set 12, you have put a card from the 4 to the trash. And she's a stage style, so you can loop it with main stage as usual. So you can basically guarantee 3 calls every turn as well.
Oh yeah, you mean the one from last week? The Shion.
Shion, that's the name. And then like some people were saying how like you can basically spam 3 of the Corsiro Leona. So and then like summon Leon as well. And because like Leon has an effect by effect, so they are for sure gonna survive until next turn.
Yeah.
And then next turn you summon because like you still have enough calls anyway. You summon Monica. Target attack, summon something, deal 4 lives.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, so like it's actually very interesting because like before this set, to be fair, Seal set 12 is like very linear. Like you have the loop draw engine, but then like at the end your win condition is still Livia or Livy.
Yeah,
I'm starting to mix up with the character from Salabo, especially when their hair color is the same as well.
Oh yeah.
And their art style looks so similar, even though I know Salabo isn't drawn by
Fujima Takuya.
Yeah, Fujima. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, Liffy, she's yeah, but like now that with this new set, with just the new cards, like there are like just so many more options that you can do now. Like, I mean, to be fair, Monica was still an option back in the days, but personally, I think like because like my editor, so he insist that Monica is playable. I was like, no, I don't really think so, man. Like, it's too slow, man. It doesn't have no cause, man. But like, I think right now with like the new support, she's actually decent as like an alternative win condition now. So like, you know, you got Livy to loop attacks, or you got Monica to deal how many lives that is. And then you also have the new Livy if you want to do the mill, the mill win condition as well. So like, it's a lot of options for one team actually. Like I think another team that actually have this many viable options is probably just Shiny Hearts, really.
Yeah,
like,
of course, the largest team ever.
Yeah, because like Absolute has all the engines, but they don't have win conditions.
Yeah. Like that win condition is whatever you just to be the win condition, it will be your only win condition.
Yeah, literally. And then the Twilight Gothel is it has the varieties, but they just don't work.
Yeah. The one that works the most is the 4 wishes, and it's like so basically just wait until your opponent self implodes. Great. Very interactive gameplay.
Yeah, literally. So yeah, it was very surprising. Well, Grand Siesta is also not far from behind actually, I think. But I think Grand Siesta is still like mainly 2 win conditions. It's like it's either Sandy or Gayatri Fox. Yeah. And you can't really mix them up because like Gayatri Fox wants more private wares.
Yeah.
And Sandy just like, fuck yeah, we're all grand styles, man.
Yeah. Yeah, the grand style kind of fucks me up because like sometimes I was like, yep, this thing can fetch stage style. I look at my trash, I have 8 cards. Grand style. Oh.
Yeah, so like people say they just don't put main fest in there.
Yeah. That's my favorite deck. The only deck that doesn't need main stage.
Yeah, and I think it's probably going to be more viable as well because like it's also one of the few teams that can actually deal with ultimates.
Yeah.
Because we're waifu, so like that already makes it so much better.
Exactly. And yeah.
But yeah, like surprisingly, we got a few extra rares this week. But
yeah,
Livy is alright.
yeah.
It's not like the worst.
Mm-mm.
Like, would I really want to use her? It's another problem.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, you can win by mill, but like, it's an uninteractive gameplay. So like, do I want to do that?
Yeah, and then you got 10 Diva Noah Blue.
Yeah,
Which is like literally the good part is that she literally just gets rid of one ultimate directly, which is literally the best part.
Yep.
I mean, the level 3 when attack is like alright. Like it's still limits you. It's like she's still limited herself to be the literally the finisher of the 10 divas and like nothing else.
Yeah.
If it's like in a fluid deck, I might play one copy of her, but like that's it. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like some people also complain how she's a 9 cost, and there isn't a Deanna with 9 cost, so you can't summon her with show up Deanna. But like I don't think it matters that much because if you're playing Shiny Hearts, you're gonna be playing Roller. So that doesn't really matter.
Exactly. She will come out one way or another.
Yeah, and even if not, you like Noah herself still have some show ups. Like it's not every time they always have to pair with Diana. So yeah. She's kind of in a weird spot. The art looks amazing. That's it. Sugoi the guy.
I mean, I would lie if I don't. Yep. Anyway, continue.
Oh yeah, but like yeah. To be fair though, like this week they certainly went up the quality with a lot of the color effects.
Oh yeah.
And arts as well actually, because I'm so glad they have another card of Celia beat.
Yeah.
The art looks so good. Jeez.
No, right.
And the effects are actually so good as well. Jeez.
Yeah.
Like now I can use 6 copies of Summon from Trash.
Oh, right.
And like the new one also includes 10 divas, so if there's any versatile ones, I can mix them in as well.
Oh yeah, you can bring.
So like because like so yesterday I was already cooking so hard. Like I was saying, you can actually make Diva core control. It's not fucking purple core control. It's Diva core control.
Oh no, the BSS Diva is slipping into the BS. The BSS Ayumu is slipping into the BS Ayumu.
Because like you know you got 10 Diva Dallas. Which is literally Desperado 15.
Oh yeah.
But like if you summon her by effect, it removes 2 cores from every spirit of your own choice. You're not even forced to remove your own board, which is actually amazing. Jesus Christ! And then Celia beat can summon 2 of them at once. So that's 4 cores from each opposing spirit and ultimate actually. Oh no, wait, only spirit. I copy and paste the wrong text. Yeah, only spirit, but like that's still good enough. And then so yeah, like how often does your opponent actually have enough cores to put more than 4 on every opposing spirit? You don't.
Yeah.
So you can literally just loop the burst every turn and they will have no field.
Yeah.
And they decide to concentrate all the cores on one spirit. Just swing with monochrome builds a beat. And then hit life, remove all costs. Thank you.
Yeah.
So that you can literally make core control in Diva now. And then because Bisalia, like the new one, can also summon the other 10 Diva cards. So like it kinda also solves the problem of like no finisher. Because like, you know, commonly like, you know, when it comes to control decks, you don't actually have a finisher. I mean, like Purple Core Control in Saga is literally the best example. Like you don't actually have a finisher. You just wipe that board and just hit your one, hit your one, hit your one. Push your ice shield. Okay, next turn, hit your one, hit your one, hit your one. And you know. Yeah, so like, but with 10 divas, like especially they've established that Noah is the thing. You can just make Noah the finisher there. Yeah. So because like you know you got Bucelia 10 diva, you got Dallas 10 diva, you got Noah herself 10 diva. So that you can deal with like probably like 2 lives every attack as well. So like it's actually not the worst. I mean, and then the new Noah cards also in Twilight Gothic, so you can literally make a full Twilight Gothic deck. Twilight Gothic Core Control. Oh yeah, no, I just almost forgot because like there was another card that actually pairs really well with that as well. So like, you have to play some producers, and then you play Winter Attire Rias, which is 7 costs. So plus Dallas with 6 costs, exactly 13 for Bucelia to summon. And then if you have a producer, Rias can remove up to 8 calls from any spirits. So imagine 2 from each spirits, and then another 8 from any other spirits.
My God.
Diva Core Control, baby.
Yeah. My goodness.
This is gonna be so ridiculous.
I know, right?
And then I was also saying like you don't have to play contract cards, but I would play the Rias line. Because like you know Rias has the Cyber Diva.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which is again remove 3 calls from any spirits. and then you know at the start of opposing like at the beginning of opposing turn, you know, 3 more calls? Why the fuck not?
Yep. I know, right? And that's how Cyber Melodies crack.
Yeah. So like it's definitely doable. It's definitely doable. Just have to fix the ratio a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have quite some amazing cards this week.
Yeah.
Of course, we've got a new keyword, Seal Central Pot.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
And
just another keyword add to the hundreds of keywords.
Yeah.
That's only one card has them. Like you can bet like Seal Central Pot is gonna appear this one time and never again.
Exactly. I think like the one that actually interests me from this Candy's revival is actually the level 2 effect. I mean, like it might not.
I mean, the level 2 effect is always there.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
In the original one as well, yeah.
So it's also a total of level of 4?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
It's just because the original one is very high cost. Because it's 6 minus 2. And I think level 2 still needs 4 cores. I can't remember. And then that Candy also only has solo part.
I see.
Only for herself. So it's not that useful. But like this one is obviously much more versatile for Seals at 12.
Yeah.
So like you can actually consider it now. Like so like because Candy always has some decent cards. So like in terms of engine, Corvus you might not have to go for Xion. Just go for the Candy line. So now you have loop draws. You have the Candy line for Corvus, and then you can choose whatever top end you want.
Yep.
To be fair, I would just go for Livy. I would just go with Candy for Livy.
Yeah, I think Livy is still the most reasonable. Yeah, I thought this effect was quite new because like, yeah, I mean like if it's new, then it's kind of going to be interesting to see like how it's going to be implemented in the normal BS. Because
oh, go on, yeah.
And because like green, one of the strong part of green is the part where you can pressure your opponent by forcing them to block with 2 spirits, right? So like
yeah. So like I was thinking, maybe you can do. So we have to draw a loop first. So, 6 Pistina, and then I would also put 2 each of Scorpio for the mill loop, and then 2 each of the X-Ray Livy. So that'll be 6, 10, 14. And then I actually don't know how many candy cards are there. But like, okay, so you got pull 3 of the 3 revival set 3 areas. 17. And then 3 of Sajita Polon revival. Because because she on stage for any seals at 12. So that's already half of the deck. And then obviously you have 3 Sengoku Fest main stage. Probably 3 of the on stage candy. And then 2 of all out candy. 2 of Starfest candy set. And then 31, yeah. And then I don't know, 3 Actually no, I just remember 3 of Offshore Shion. You definitely need that. And then 2 Lily, 2 Protosis Lily, and then 4 defensive magic.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. Finally. Yeah. Yeah. Why do I somehow have the feeling that if they will in the near future will reprint Percival into the Diva format, just to fuck with people who are happy about Noah.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, someone said that as well, I think. Yeah, it's like watch as they reprint Percival.
I think like because like I think my first reaction to the Noah is actually like, yep, the only way they can ruin this if they in this set for some reason they reprinted Percival with Diva art on it, just so that so you can't use Cosmos or Magic, but no, this is unaffected. Oh my god.
I don't know, cause like I mean Noah herself still does 3 life burns. So like you can always just go for the other way of just set up the field. And then just go for 1 symbol and 3 life burn. That's a lot of damage.
Exactly.
Oh, and like we haven't realized already. So like for this Noah, she's referencing Sajita Worm.
Oh. Right. And speaking of referencing, the Mai Asuka is also referencing the guy Asura 10, right?
Yeah, like it's alright. I mean, I suppose she's a common, so you can't really do much of her. But like 2 symbols sounds about right, I guess.
Yeah, for a common, I think it's quite nice. I'm just I just really remember her because like for my stream, I was testing the guy Asura X deck. I was like, oh, that is and then I just realized they are the 10 Diva, so this is literally just guy Asura 10.
Kinda.
Yeah, I mean like reference wise.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, at least she can't be depleted. I guess that's one thing. Well, some people are saying, you got Braves, not in Divas, but you got Braves with an egg counter on attack.
Oh.
So that's another infinite attack.
Oh. God damn.
And then yeah, like depending on how you build a deck, I think you can indeed build like a my focus deck. As in like using this one, not like putting all the my cards, cause like I mean, to be fair, the other my cards are also pretty good, but like they're all pretty high cost, so I wouldn't try to use all of them. But like even if you just focus on this one, like you got Mischievous Angel, and then you got Soul Refrain to stack the deck top and everything like that. So like it's actually pretty easy to cheat her out.
And it's
so 10. It's 10 minus.
So.
It's 10 minus legs, but like it's pretty easy to cheat out.
Yeah.
If it's Shiny Heart, it would be a lot more easier.
Shiny Heart. This card is well, it's not broken, but it's up there.
Yeah, it's
she's at least B tier. My god. Nah, I mean like she's B tier now, but like if she has a Shiny Heart, she will be like on the pretty much near the A tier. Got them.
Yeah, for sure. And then, oh my god, Trickster can deal with ultimates, and she can loop herself, recycle herself. But yeah.
Finally.
Yeah, minus 10k is already good enough. Because like obviously we also have Sister Syndrome. The minus and then 12k.
Yeah.
So like even if you face like a really big ultimate, like usually you can still deal with it. And then like obviously if you're playing Sawman, if you're playing Sister Syndrome, I always put one copy of Academy Diana. So you always have a chance to recycle the magic back to hand as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like overall, like this week I have some pretty decent cards. Oh yeah, new what's it called? New art book. Let's go.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Oh, private time for Nina.
Yeah.
I already have both of the art books, so I want to get this one as well.
Oh, you already have
July-
you already have the two previous ones?
Yeah.
No, I really want them to.
It's released 22nd of July. I think Enoch can buy for me. So like if you
yeah, we will talk about that later.
if you also want one, probably can get you one as well. I mean, because I was just thinking, would it be cheaper if I mail it to you, or we just buy on Amazon? I think it's roughly the same. Probably actually cheaper for me to just send it to you. Actually, yeah. So
yeah, we will see later. We are Chinese. We are good at mathematics. We are good at mathematics.
Oh my god! Oh no! Talking about mathematics though, like recently in Pokemon, I'm just enjoying playing this deck so much. It's like I don't know if you understand how Pokemon works, but oh yeah, like here's one thing that like when I was small, I used to thought what was I about to say? Right, yeah, I used to think that like with decks, you always have to fill with a lot of Pokemon and then a lot of energy, and then just a little bit of trainer cards. But it's actually the opposite. Like literally most of the time, half of the deck are trainer cards, and then like you only like use like what at most 10 energies, and then you got like 15 Pokemon, which is like only 1/4 of the deck. Like, and then like when I first got back, it's like wow, you know.
Yeah.
And then so like recently, I was using this deck, which is literally only 4 Ogre-Pawns. So like that means whenever you start the game, you would always start with Ogre-Pawn. Like that's the main concept.
Yeah.
And then like the original list also had 36 energy cards in the deck.
Wow.
It was insane. But like it's basically like a Hyrule deck. It's basically like a rush deck. Like it's so straightforward. Like you just Ogre-Pawn, energy, smash. and then they die. But like I try to make it a bit more versatile. And so like I put in cards like I'm trying to explain this for you to understand. So like I put 2 more Pokemon in there.
Yeah.
First one is Ditto. Because if you start the game with Ditto, it has the ability where you can discard itself and then you immediately search for a basic Pokemon from the deck.
Oh yeah, that's broken.
Yeah, and then replace the same slot. So basically that's one extra card to search for Ogre-Pawn. So that is basically before I have 4 I only have 4 Pokemon, 4 Ogre-Pawn, and then like an extra 4 nest balls with trainer cards to search for Ogre-Pawn, and then another 4 trainer cards called Bug Catcher to look for Ogre-Pawn. So that's only and like top 7 card of the deck. So like that's only 8 absolute cards for you to start off with, and then 4 that's like potentially get you another Pokemon. So like adding 1 copy of Ditto there actually helps a lot. And then, but like you can't add 4 because like if you add 4, you just break. It will just break because like it literally does nothing. In later on in the game. And then I also added 1 copy of Mew EX because like it has a free retreat cost. So even if I start with it, like I don't have to worry about being stuck in the active zone. And then and then like his ability to draw up to 3 like does almost nothing because most of the time my hand is gonna stay at 5 when I end the turn. But like I also put it because like exactly because it has 0 retreat cost. Because I have this trainer card which lets me accelerate energy to my bench Pokemon. So the way I can do this is that I keep my attacker in the bench, accelerate energy, and then switch it out with Mew without cost. Yeah, and then Mew herself can also deal with one of the deck's hardest counters, which is Mimikyu, because Mimikyu has the ability to prevent damage from all opposite EX Pokemon. Pokemon EX. Mew itself is also an EX, but its attack can copy Mimikyu's attack, which I'm not gonna say too much, but basically it gets through Mimikyu's ability.
Okay.
So Mew EX can kill Mimikyu, and like that's one of the reasons why I put Mew EX in there. So like basically 5 Pokemon, and then literally like all I have to do is Unga Bunga, accelerate energy, and then like 300 damage. Boom!
My God, that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage indeed. But like the hardest part for me to play with this deck is like, and like that's why actually like the more I play Pokemon, like the more I actually enjoy it. Like I think to be fair, it's gonna be the same with like all the other games, but like at the end, like it's not hard to enjoy the game. It's hard to get into the game because you don't have the initial interest. But like with this deck, I really love playing it because it's easy, it's simple, and then it's unconventional because like people basically don't do that because it's not the most stable deck. So that is really fun when you bring it out, and then like people, because there's another tier 1 meta deck which also use Ogerpon, and like they have like 50% of the lists are like basically the same. So like when they see your starting board, they will thought it's the tier 1 deck. And then like, and I was like, nah, man.
Yeah.
This is just Unga Bunga. and then they die. Yeah, but like, the hardest part is actually mathematical calculation. Because like I'll have to be constantly calculating the damage. Because Ogerpon's attack is initial 30 damage. And then gets 30 more for each grass energy on her. So like I always have to calculate. So I want to kill this guy, which has 280 HP, and it's not the multiple of 3. So I need to do some extra calculations. I have to round it up. Okay, 300. So I need 9 energy, and then okay, yeah, also has this Pokemon tool, which also minus damage by 40. So technically it actually has 320 health. So I need to do 330 damage. And so that's 10 energy. And then because Ogerpon also calculates the energy from the opposite Pokemon. So that, okay, so when they switch it out, it's going to have 2 energy on this as well. So that's 60 damage already, plus the initial base. And 30 damage, 90 damage, so that's saving 3 energy. And then so I need to put 8 energy on it. So how do I do this? So now I need to use her ability to get 1 energy down, and then like normal attachment, another energy, that's 7 done. And then like and then I have to think, how do I build up this? Because I can't do 9 energy in 1 turn, so I have to think about how to build up to that point. And it's like, okay, so I got all this energy switch where I can just transfer the energy from one of my Pokemon to the other one. So now I have to think about to dig into this energy switch, and then now I also have to think about getting this supporter to forcefully switch his Pokemon out so I can actually attack it. It's like, bro. So what? Actually, so much to think. But like it just proves my point on how literally like the simpler decks, the more you have to think. Like it's actually because they're simple that you have to think so much, because you only have that many ways to get around the opponent. But like that's exactly why I love these decks. So like, to be honest, in Saga, it wasn't because of Nemesis. I probably would have started off with Terraso instead. Because it's just unga bunga.
Yeah.
And then like a lot of thinking, which I like. I like a lot of thinking. But yeah, that is my enjoyment of Pokemon. But oh my god, today I was trying to build a deck in real life. And then so like I was looking at the prices, and then like the deck itself costs around £50, which is roughly what I expected. As you know, it's around £60, which is like higher than what normally the deck is. But because so many people want Ogerpon, like she's like £10 a copy, more than £10 a copy in some cases as well. And then shipping in total, £20.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? So I gave up the idea. Like Harry recommended me to go to the locals and just check out designated ways first.
I think that's more reasonable.
So like, I'm gonna do that, which is like next Tuesday. Too bad, like I don't even have a deck with me. So like I can't even just go out and play. But like probably just go out there and just see what's going on first. Ask a few questions, but yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, the worst I can say is no.
Yeah. I've been trying to get into Pokemon, but it's so hard.
No, right?
Like I don't. Oh my god. Like one thing I miss about Hong Kong or maybe Asia in general is that the car shops actually sell singles.
Well, Indonesia not really, but yeah, continue.
Really, I don't know, but like but like even the US sells singles. I don't know why Europe doesn't do that.
Europe, not every shop. I think like Indian, it depends because like it
But
depends.
the ones that I have don't do that anyway, which makes it extra pain.
Yeah, I think like in Indonesia, most of the shop doesn't do that because they are really new and they really need to get like the really cheap rent. It's like they don't have space because like the thing with keeping singles is you have to have like a whole storage unit that is dedicated just for the single cards.
I mean that's fair.
Yeah, I mean like especially if you deal in Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, like you have products every month, so it's like any storage you have in your back room will get consumed by the singles like pretty much instantly, and you still have to stock up the sealed products as well. And then you will probably need to still stock up for like 8 other card games if you want to survive. So it's like I guess that's where the decision comes from. But yeah, I think like in Germany, most of the I mean like the ones that doesn't sell singles usually it's because they have like stock from other stuff like the one that we went to they also sell like board games, so I think that's also why they don't have that much they don't have that much singles because they needed the storage to keep like the card games and the board games. But like the shop that exclusively or mostly just sell card games, sometimes they do have their own inventory, and they have one big room that is usually as the game room itself that only has singles. So yeah, I think it kind of depends on how big it is. Yep.
Pain.
Yeah, pain. Speaking of size, we are talking about needing big sizes, and then the graphic is Wong Nina. So yeah, that's a really perfect depiction of the space that we needed to keep Wong Nina at home. I kind of wanted the art books inside when I don't have one yet. The guidebooks, are really nice. I kind of wanted the Vina one. I forgot why I wanted it. Let's take a quick pic.
Did I just hear you going?
Oh my goodness, it's stuck. Ayumu, I'm stuck. Wait. I mean, like they gave us the Alexian storage box, and I still haven't assembled that. Okay, so we have the sun. We have the tower. We have the Hierophant and Chariot. We have the strength. And I think there is the Diva booster as well in this. I saw blacks there. There's the connected battler page. Oh, there's this really big picture of producer Saraswati. That's probably why. There's a really big picture of Trickster. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think it's because of the Saraswati, probably. Or this rank. Yeah. Kind of wanted one just to pick it apart and then keep the pages as posters.
Don't do that.
Yeah. Whoops. And I forget that I shot my whole screen, but yeah. Anyway, speaking of now that you have been excited about your waifu, I also wanted to be excited about my waifu. Yeah. I mean, like it is a certainty that Rabbit Darling will be included in any Diva booster, but yeah, finally get to saw her for real, and then yeah, she's just perfect. I am ready to be disappointed with her effects now that all other people are getting good effects. I am ready for everything now. I'm having the copium, but yeah, still.
I mean, Rappy never has bad effects, so it'll be fine.
Hopefully. This is the point where we need to face it with a little bit of skepticism, so that if her effect is like probably not bad but like really specific, then yeah, so be it. I will probably need 3 days to recover from that, but yeah, at least I will recover. But yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, if you find other things more interesting, or you want us to talk about any particular topics, or maybe Rollings in Saga or Battle Spirits, do let us know your comments, requests, or suggestions to our email at therefreshsteppodcast@gmail.com. Or if you are listening to this on YouTube, where I'm most likely going to upload this mostly, you can also comment down below. So yeah, I guess that has been everything that we can share for this week, now that I have shared my waifu. We hope that you guys have a nice week going forward, and we'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye.